Hey dreamers, I know. I said probably I'm not sure if I said that, but in the the very first video that I made for the Tiny Glade, my very first steps into this lovely game, I said that I'm going to make, of course, a series out of this because like I really love this game. I'm building tool environment, it's not a game, but um it's still in demo, and the reason why it's still in demo because the game is not out yet. But I still freaking love this game, and I kind of want to build something. It's just so cozy, and today is a little bit of like I don't know, like a weird day. So I'm like, yeah, I just want to go back in there, and I'm building something new. So in my very first video, I created this, so you can check it out how I made this. This was very simple because like I wanted to show how the tools were working to you guys if you're watching this, and just for showing what you could do so far in the demo. And I still haven't like done anything at like I think I'm still scratching the surface of this because like I saw some comment also saying that you have like sheeps. I didn't knew there were sheeps, but but I heard you can like grab them and like or like put them into like a place or like make a fence or for them. There's not really like a fence in the game yet, but I did saw it. It's this one here. I think that's one for the sheeps. For the little sheepish. But it's not like it's grayed out, so we cannot like use that. But I believe that this is the one to make a place for the sheeps as well. I think I saw that also in the example pictures. But I am going to go from scratch. So we're going to say new. We're going to, of course, summer. And here we have like, looks like you're about to exceed the demo limit of 3 glades. If you create a new glade, the oldest one will become unavailable. It's still saved and can load it in the full version. Yeah, so the demo only have like 3 ones, but that's fine with me. I'm going to delete what they're building here. There we go. And oh, what did I do? Wait, what? 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 What did I do? Why is my screen so weird? Why is it suddenly an eye fish eye? I clicked somewhere under the screen. What did I do? Wait, let me restart. I have no idea what I do. There you go. Oh no, it's still fish eye. Huh? I accidentally pressed something. What did I press? Oh no. Oh no. What? It's not going so bright. Huh? Did I accidentally hit something for the developers only? Because like I was like clicking accidentally under these buttons and then suddenly something happened. Okay, I think I fixed it. Or not? I don't know. No, I did not. Oh well. It doesn't really matter. Was it always like this? I cannot remember. No, it suddenly became a fish eye. What did I do? Okay. Oh, this is like, oh my god. Let me do a new one. There we go. So now it's not like a fish eye anymore. I don't know. I pressed something underneath here, and I think I activated something like a hidden like a hidden tool or something like that. I have no idea what happened there. Okay, so excuse me for that one. We're going to delete the stuff that they created here. Also the roads. Like I want to start new. Also, I'm like, am I going to get crazy right now? Sorry for the messy beginning, but I'm not editing my videos. I never do that unless it's a tutorial video, like a full tutorial. Then I will do it. But no, I just like we having fun. I just want to show you the struggle, the road that I am seeing and doing. I want you to experience it as well. So what I want to do is I want to create, because like we don't have that money space, of course, in the demo, but I still want to make something lovely. I don't really know, like I have not really like any plan or idea in my head, so it often goes with that with me. I just when I start building stuff in like tool games, if I can say it like that, um I always go with the flow and like go with the mood that I am in, and that's what I'm also going to approach the Tiny Glade demo. So first of all, I want to create, of course, like the ground. So we're going to do that. I'm not sure. Can we like? Okay, no. I was like, maybe we can make the circle bigger, but no. So first of all, I'm sorry, little sheep. Probably going to fly in the air. Sorry about that. I love that. I love that. Like, boop. So first of all, we're going to make a little bit of like a hill where I can build my castle. So, okay, so at least like it, even though like this part is still demo, but at least like the terrain is still allowing me to go there. So like it looks still natural. So that's nice. I still want to have some room here, some space here. Like I'm thinking of like making a road or something right here. I don't know. I have to see how I'm going for. Okay, let me see. I want to have like some parts are whoa. Like I want to have like, because like the game automatically creates rocks, right? So I want to make it look like it's randomly rocks at some points. So I'm just going to shape a little bit of like the environment first. I'm kind of trying to get yeah, I was going for this, but then for the whole area. But that doesn't want, it doesn't want to do that. Oh, maybe like this. Oh, I like that. There we go. There we go. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So basically what I want to do is just like, I want to create something fun. And I also need to have in mind, because like we need to have the road still going, right? So probably here we have some entrance, and here's like some wacky weird pointy castle going on. So I know that the game also makes automatically staircases at some points, but I don't really want to do that this time. I just want to go with like a little bit of like a higher hill type of thing. So it's a little bit of like trial and error to create the right shape that I want to go for. Maybe this one a little bit lower. But I always liked I'm trying to whoa, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it's a lot of trial and error. Maybe you can do another tower here. This is going to be the entrance. But how are we going to do the entrance itself? I can What am I going to do? What I can do, I can make a pathway so that this becomes like a staircase thing, but I kind of want to do it naturally. Like we can maybe someday like build when when actually the full game is out, that I am creating also, of course, like different stuff, right? So I don't really want to make it fully rocky. I just want to have like some parts are rocks and some are not, so like it blends a little bit more into the environment. And now that I have still some room in the front to do some other stuff like making a road and maybe another building, a small tiny building, maybe somewhere else, like a tiny little village, and maybe a wall around the place, because like I didn't really do that in the very first video that I made for this. I didn't really make a wall yet. So okay, this is maybe not really the right order to do it, but okay. So we kind of want to make like a road goes here, and it goes basically to the forest, and then I want another road going up here, like that. So when I was like doing something like with Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo or stuff like that, I'm always making the roads first instead of like building it, because like if I know where the roads are, then I can like little predict on like, okay, this is where I want to have my building at. And I'm going to do it always like that. Not always, but it's sometimes easier for me to understand how I want to visualize everything. So that's why I start with the road first. But you don't really have to do that, of course. So here we're going to start with the main entrance. And of course we're going to change that in the direction. And this main entrance, yeah, I might maybe have to tweak a little bit. So with the grounds, we still... Maybe we can use it as... Yeah, why didn't I thought of that? Sometimes like I'm thinking way too hard on things. Like it's... Why didn't I do that? Okay. Right. And then can I also move the door? I don't think so, right? We have to move the path to do that. So let me remove this and recreate the path a little bit more over there. I would say here, maybe. That's fine. So yeah, I was thinking way too hard on this. Like we don't need to have the hill here high. Like we can have like the entrance is still on like the lower level, but that the rest of the building is still connected on the higher level. So yeah, I don't know why I was thinking so hard on this. So that was our little entrance. And let me see. I'm only going to decorate a little bit. Kinda... The door is still... Yeah, my OCD is triggering right now. Because like the door is not in the center. Now it doesn't really have to be in the center, but the problem is like if the door is not in the center, the window is going to look weird. But so the cool thing is we can build things into each other. So I'm gonna do that. And what's so cool about this is because like I'm not sure if people already have done something like this before, but but basically you can like shape it in the way you want, right? So let me lower this. Oh, use this. Probably going to use another rooftop, but we will see. So again, another structure. Come on. There you go. And we turn it around as well. Yeah, the problem is that like my space is not as much. I feel like I'm hitting the outer spot already. That is going to be an issue. I might maybe. Ooh. Oh, I was like, wait, is now the door open? But that would have been cool. But no. Let me see. I'm just like, I have an idea in my head, but I'm not sure if I can pull it off in such a small space. This is why maybe I should wait for the full game, but I couldn't wait anymore. I just want to like do it again and make another video for this as well. But yeah, I'm running out of space here. Maybe turn this already around a little bit. Probably door is not correct anymore, but I will fix that later. All I care about is that I can make it so that it goes a little bit in a circle shape. That's what I'm trying to do. Like so, a little bit. Maybe. Can I still pull that off? And then start off. Nice. So now like it looks a little bit more like in a corner, right? Like in an half. So it's not like it's so straight anymore. We're going to fix that with everything else. And I still have room now, so that's really nice. And I can move this over there, but we're going to fix that anyway with another building. I'm going to fix the door here because that door is weird. Let me fix that. Okay, maybe I can. Okay, it's still doing weird stuff. The reason why it's doing weird stuff, like there are two buildings like connected to each other. Maybe if I make this larger. Okay, that is the trick. That is the trick. Okay. So let me redo that again. And let's see how this goes now. Perfect. Perfectus. All right, so that's good. So I'm not going to touch these two things anymore. But I'm going to touch this one now. Let's see, like it's so now we have that corner. Yes, and I'm gonna build another thing, and that's gonna be here. There we go. Move that around as well. So what I'm doing is that I'm first going to build the foundation. I think that's the best way to describe it. So first the foundation, and then like sounds like a commercial I'm talking right now. But first like the foundation on the building, and so the first floors, and then I'm going to design the complete castle, or I don't know what to call it, but this goes down for now. There will be rooftops eventually. Trying to level it with this one here. That looks almost good to me. Can we still stretch this out? That is close. I might maybe do it like this. Okay, that looks good to me. That looks good to me. Okay. Right. So here on this little rock, because this rock is like a little bit higher than this one. So here the tower is going to be super tall. So on the right side, we have like a big tower, and on the left side we do like a smaller creation, like a smaller building. But I'm first going to get another done here. Then we're going to place that over here. Like this could be maybe, I don't know, like there you go. I can already keep this roof, to be honest. I like curvy like tower stuff. I'm probably going to make a lot of these things because like I really love that. I really love like when they are like so pointy and everything. But this one goes a little bit like lower. I'm maybe going to put the building slightly a little bit higher. I'm only curious if I can pull off like oh, this is also not really. Ooh, I shouldn't touch this one too much. What happened if I can I still? Am I going to destroy the door? No, I'm not. Okay, so I'm not destroying the door. That is good. There you go. And the door is still fine. Yes. Perfectos. Like I want to like, of course, like make it so that everything is connected well to the rest of the wall. Okay, can I like also vines are growing now. This is beautiful already. I'm not even finished. Okay, so basically the ground is done. I can already maybe place some windows already, but I should maybe keep it as last. Also, something that I didn't really knew of is this. Apparently, you can. I only don't know. Oh, like so, like this. Like you have like some lantern post. I didn't know you could do that. Like every time, like when the more you're trying things out in this game, the more you figure out how things are working. So yeah, didn't know it. Let's see. I don't want to have windows on the front wall, at least not there. I do want to have windows on this tower, like those cutie ones. With the laundry is fine. It should be around there, I think. And one window here. And then two again. Perfect on this side. I hope I'm on the same level. Everywhere else should be now. There we go. So we have one little window here, and then two over there, and maybe one window over here as well. I think you can also make a door type situation still. I did that before when I was first trying it out. But I don't know. I can't remember. Like this is, I think this is a door on its own. I don't know what it is. This is a flag. I have no idea what that is. This looks like it could be a door or something like that. But I believe I did it already some sort of way. But maybe it's not working when there is like this happening. Maybe what if I scratch this out a little bit so the game knows. There we go. That was the issue. So let's say there. I was about to say, like, I did it before, but but I couldn't really remember how I did that. But basically it was because like the floor was like those stones were in the way, so I had to make that better. It's already pretty nice. Like, it's so simple already, but but it's already very lovely. And I'm not even done. Like, I want to make it a little bit crazy. I don't want to make it so obvious. I am going to do a little bit wiki weird stuff with this. And that's what I'm going for. I only need to see. So this is where people can basically walk or sit or like stand here and watch the forest. If there are no bad people trying to approach it. I have to think about the design a little bit right now. I think I'm going to build another building on top of this. What? Oh, I'm just out of the circle. There we go. And going to make this a little bit higher. I hope I'm not messing up the door though. It's a little bit scary, but so far so good. And this should be lined up with there. I'm not really worried about this place yet because, like I said, I'm going to make something wacky weird. However, I am maybe going to line it up a little bit better with the door so that like it's like this is the tower spot basically. I'm gonna do that the same with this one. There we go. I could have like maybe I could also do this. That's maybe also easier for the engine to do, by the way. Because this makes more sense, right? Yes. I'll leave it here for now. There we go. That's not the final place, but yeah, I could just like scratch this one out. I can also just still like make the door bigger or smaller. But this is pretty much the entrance, so I want to keep it high. And maybe we can have some windows on top here. So that's what I'm going to do. And let's see. I'm always like a little bit of like playing around with stuff. I don't really like... No, I don't like this. Doesn't really fit there. I think I want to just like keep 2. And then we can double tap. Go maybe like this. Right. That looks good. Like it's almost like look like a face, right? Houses always have that. Like this is like the mouth. These are the eyes. Use your imagination and you can see it. Okay, so that we have. Also, we need another door here. Because like people also need to go to the other side. So, ooh, there was a pop happening here. There we go. Perfect. So now we have like a bit of like a corridor, and some props are happening here. Awesome. Ooh, we can do another window here. Do I like that? Do I like that little window here? I'm not sure. Not really sure if I like that. I'll keep it for now. I might maybe change like remove it in its entirety. I have to of course like think of like the levels, right? Like where people can actually walk and look outside the window. So it needs to make sense. Like technically this window could be a little bit too high unless inside the building is a staircase going up a little bit. Like this maybe like a cooking area, I don't know, like a kitchen or something like that. Like I said, like use your imagination. Okay, so oh yeah, the rooftop is going to be... I don't think I'm going to do it like this because like I also want to use the towers. So I think I'm going to play, I mean, a little bit to play with that a little bit more. See how I'm going to like that. Let me see. Let me see what we can do. This is probably not going to work because we are super close to... Okay, let me just place it. And then I'm going to... try things out. Trying things out is all what this game is about. Okay, I'm not hating it. It's only like the roof is a little bit weird. But I can... And I don't want to make this the tallest tower. Maybe... Maybe it is the tallest tower because that's the entrance, of course. Like it looks really, really weird right now. But I can... Some sort of like clock tower. That would be cool. Although clocks were not... I don't know like if there's like a time period in this game, but no clock towers in this. But I'm going to try to fix a little bit or think about something what we can do with the rooftop here because I don't like that. So what I'm going to do another tower, and this one I am going to make it smaller. Like so. And like this. Maybe a little bit more higher. There we go. So you already get like a very weird architecture. But that's what I love about like stuff like this, because like you're not really following the rules of like one particular art style or like architecture. I still want to make that wacky weird stuff. When the full game comes out, I'm actually going to try also to not like recreate, but like inspiration by an artist, a Dutch artist that lived some time ago, and he had that weird style in like crookiness, crooky buildings and stuff like that. So, and it looks like a little bit like this. So, so when the full game comes out, I'm definitely going to do it like that. I get inspiration from those type of buildings. That would be really fun. Because I can build like a whole street out of this, and not just like one castle. I'm still not feeling it, to be honest, but I just wanna see what I can do more. Like, I also don't want to make it like an Disney castle or whatever. Like, I don't really want to go for that particular style. Like, Disney castles have like always have like a lot of like those towers, right? Like all close to each other. I don't want to go for that, but I do want to see at least how it's going to look a little bit. I think I'm just going to build on top of each other and make the design a little bit more unique. You know, like this. This is something. I'm not hating this. It's like, I don't want to go for a style that everybody is doing, right? I want to make something that no one is doing. Which is hard with obvious reasons. But still doable. And this goes down. I'm still not perfectly lined up. Maybe. And I think this one goes a little bit higher. Not sure if I'm exactly in the center. I think I do. Nice, look at that. So like a little. I only think that like the yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I was like, I want to make like a window here. Ooh, we can of course do these type of windows. But then of course I want to make it so it looks more in the center. Something like this. I don't know. No, those things shouldn't be up there. No. No. You also don't want to overdo things, right? Like, if you want to like place stuff on the building, you don't want to like overdo yourself. Maybe you flower plant on top, that's fine. Yeah, so that's good, but what if we make that tower a little bit more higher? Like, it almost looked like a rocket. Like a rocket castle, basically. But we are not done, because like, I'm going to make it wiki weird, as I say. So we're also going to make something over here. And I wanna let me delete this one because I want to have a tower here, and I hope I can fit that in. Ooh, this is going to be nasty. Okay. Sure. We have to make... Like, what I don't want to create is that this is the vista point, right? So, like, the entrance is the vista point. So I don't want to make this tower also that big, because then the purpose of the middle tower is going to get away. So we don't want to recreate that, but we want to level still things up. So this is the smallest tower. This is like the middle tower, and the middle one is the biggest one. So that's what I'm going for. There you go. And it looks like everything is connected as I wanted to, except for this little thing here. But I'm probably going to place another one. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this, if I have to be completely honest. I feel like I have no room here to do things. But this looks fine to me. So we have here a window. And we need to make sure it's on the same level as the rest. Otherwise that will be weird. Am I going for... Oh, that's also cute. Having 2 laundry lines over there. There you go. Something like that. I like that. I like that. The only thing that I'm not really a big fan of, but like it's so... I want to do something weird. Like weird. Like not like obvious weird. What if we... Oh, not this one. No. What if we... Is that weird? That's probably weird. Don't think I can... It's weird. That is a possibility to do it like this. But then we have something weird here. I need to think. Yeah, this is going to look a little bit odd. I'm not really a big fan of this. Oh, a little X on the top. Boink. Hmm. Like the space is mostly the space that I have is mostly the issue. Like if I had like the full demo of the full game, I would not be so struggling right now because then I have more room to do. I'm already digging this a little bit more. What's this? Oh, that's still from the building. I'm only not sure if I like have the staircase roof on this. What if we make it? I mean, it's doable, but maybe a little bit lower. It's still like weird. Like, it's not really. Maybe if I put the tower higher, but I don't want to make it too high though. Or we need to make the middle one higher. Like, okay, so this one is still. Okay, that's not like it's over, not still not really overruling the center tower, but I think I can live with this design. It's still weird. I'm not going to lie. Like, I can also explain a little bit like what would I do in a situation like this if I had more room. I would have placed the big tower a little bit more to the right, and then lined up this little building here a little bit better with this one here. But overall, I'm not really hating it, but I'm also not really a big fan of it. I have to wait for the full game. Okay, so I kind of want to do something on the bottom here. Like it feels so weird here on the bottom, and I want to do something weird. So I just want to place another tower, but I'm not going to use that particular tower for that reason. So my idea, and I hope I can pull it off a little bit, is like so. Like I said, this is going to be tricky because like I'm at the edge of the thing, so I'm not. This is the max I can do probably. Maybe a little bit more in the center, or try to get in the center. There you go. So we have a little bit of variation with that as well. Like this is what like I would give you an advice if you want to like create something like this as well. Try to alter or add other stuff in there, so the building itself is not going to be look so static, and it becomes like a very natural building to look at. And you can do that with like a lot of other things as well. The only thing is that like I wish some stuff you could do like make things a little bit smaller, but like now I'm creating something like, ooh, I'm not hating it. I'm not hating this one, but I cannot make this smaller. There's only a certain amount of like. Ooh, I'm not hating this. I'm definitely not hating this. That is yeah, I'm not hating this. Kind of like that like little thing on the side. What else can we think of? Like you also don't want to make it too too much, if you know what I mean. Like, you also don't want to create like weird stuff and weird stuff. But, well, depending on what your design is going to be. Obvious. Wow. I don't know what I'm gonna. Sometimes just like trying things out and see if I like it or not. I kind of like. I hope in the full game that you can make it a little bit smaller. These things. I'm not sure if like the engine. Like, I'm not really sure how this works. Like, whenever I was first saw this game, I was like, "Is this voxels or something like that?" But I don't think so. I don't think it's like, no. I'm really curious how they made this, but if only you could like create smaller parts, so I could like make it stick it out. I can do. Wait. I maybe come up with something. But like I said, it is probably going to overkill maybe a lot of things. This is overkill. I'm pretty sure this is going to be overkill if I do this. Come on, I want this one. This is overkill. I don't want that. I don't want overkill. Did it. Oh. I'm not sure. Better-ish, but still not convinced. Like, I do like when you see the supports like appearing. I really like that. But I'm not really sure if I want to go with that on this tower. I mean, it is going to be unique, that's for sure. But it doesn't really make any sense doing this. Because I cannot do it on the same side on the other side. At least not in the demo. So I can maybe make it look like it's a little bit sticking out like this. And maybe we can do... Let me know in the comments, what would you do in this situation right now? Like, I'm a little bit clueless. I don't know if I like it. I don't know. I want to, of course, like break the overall design. But I'm not sure if I like it enough. At least we can reach the same look on the other side as well with this. But am I going for only these two sides? Or I'm going to also in cross... No, that's going to be weird if I do that. Never mind. As soon as I said that and pictured it in my head, I was like, no. No, that's going to look weird. Trying to mention a little bit like that. I keep it for now, but I'm not sure if I will keep it in the final version of this. But yeah, okay, let me also place a window here. Is this the second floor? This is the second floor level, right? A little bit like that. Maybe a little bit lower. It should be the second floor-ish. Maybe a little bit higher, I don't know. Doot, 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 doot. Right. What else can we still do? Can we still make something weird with the space that I have? Can we... I also don't want to overdo things. What if we, what if we put this here? And place this up. Okay, now it's still going to be look like a little bit like a Disney castle, but but what if? Right? It's only is that like it's... I don't know, this is weird. I'm not really... I'm not really digging this, to be honest. Can do it like this and make like a little smaller tower. Like a cute little thing, but no, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Like so. Alright. The only thing I'm not very happy with is the center tower. I feel like it looks so singularity, but the way how I structured this is what if we and this is like me thinking out loud. I'm trying something right now. This is going to destroy a little bit of things, but bear with me. What if it's something like this? Oh wait, I placed a window there, right? Right. have to, I guess this is a very narrow little spot here. But a little bit of like a cute tower over there. It's become like a little bit like a Disney tower right now, but what am I doing at this window here? Okay, still fine. Very small spot here, but I kind of like it. I'm not hating it. Gives a little bit more dimension to the whole castle. I was also thinking to not this one. The problem is once you have placed it, I'm just testing out if I like a certain design better or not. Like combining things together. That is going to look silly. No. Can make the I don't know. I kind of like those. Also like look like little little towers on its own. And I think I want to make this a little bit taller. And then we have like a window all the way on the top there as well. Maybe that's where, I don't know, the princess lives, or maybe it's like a place you don't want to be there. It's okay, I guess. I'm probably going to destroy it now completely. What I do. What I love to do. I just want to try something out. So. Come on. Like, I did say I want to make something wacky weird, so... Let's just make something wacky and weird. Just need to know... Oh, it's such a shame I can't make it smaller. Because otherwise I would have maybe made the bridge there. I'm probably not going to do this, but I just want to see how it looks real quick. This is the highest I can... Yeah, it's the highest I can go. That's a bummer. What if I place it over here? I don't know. I think I'm destroying completely the look and feel over this. No, I don't think I'm gonna do this, to be honest. Unless I make that thing bigger, but no. I don't like that. Nope. I'm gonna remove this. I don't like it. Okay, I think we are done with the design. I think we're just like decorating a little bit. Need to make sure. Oh, that's funny. If I place it. Oh. Oh. Ooh, yeah. A door in a tower. That would be fun. Then something on top of there. I hope I'm on the... Don't need laundry there. Trying to get in the same height as the rest. There you go. Oh, now we have a little staircase. That's cute. So then like this. I think that's fine. Maybe... So? I don't know. Yeah, I want to keep, of course, like the windows on the same level. For obvious reasons. And then maybe... one all the way in the top. I can also place stuff like on these side stuff, but I'm not gonna do that for this one. I think one on the other sides as well. And then one here. There we go. And here we can maybe do something crazy. What if we do this type of window? I don't think it's, that doesn't really make any sense. If that is lower, I mean, it could be if there's like a staircase to this little tower thingy. Like this is like lower ground. Not hating it. I'm not hating it. Okay, now we need to... I'm not going to place a lot of windows, but I just want to place at certain spots. Let me see. This is the I need to make sure we're the same height. Hey, get my window back. Am I going to do I need to pull it up a little bit more? That also means pulling that a little bit more up. So I can place a window over there. Maybe in the center, Jecta. There you go. And should we do one here as well? Or maybe just one window? I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to make too much windows. Maybe one over here. And what we can do... No, I don't want to make windows here on this side too much. I don't like that. No, no, no. Maybe on this side of the tower we can do it. That's totally fine. Need a little bit more up. There we go. I think we're done. I think we are done, at least for this thing here. Oh, I was like, can I still turn it around? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Come on. Yoink. There we go. I kind of want to see how it's going to look when it's all dark and stuff. Like when everything is like when the castle is lighting up. Flowers. We need flowers. We need to like decorate a little bit here and there. Go. Don't want to go too crazy. Just a little bit. At spots that I think would be cool to have. There we go. Maybe. Not sure if I like that, though, to be honest, but maybe here. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it. Just like parts, you know. I wish we could like also already have like in the demo the trees in there, but are we going to build a wall? Because like I still have not built any wall, any wall in this creation. I don't know if I like it, but we will see. We will see. Okay, I have to be a little bit more cautious about this one. I might maybe ending up to yeah, you cannot really do much. The lantern is in the way here. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I don't know, like if I like. There's like a protection wall with this one. I'm not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like it. Oh, we can have windows in here as well. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, that is pretty neat. You can do that. Ah. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know yet, but I don't know. I was also thinking maybe what if I um let me destroy only this section. Oh, 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 oh. Sorry, sheep. Yeah, I cannot really go fully around. So, not that I really need to. And to be honest, it kind of looks weird. I think I already had it like pretty okay. I think this is fine. If I had more stuff that I could place, I would have done it. I would love to have a tree here on the right spot here. Because like this is pretty much like a dead area. So if you have like a tree here, then like it's really popping out nice. Yeah, the wall is not really doing much of protection. It's just there for the show. But I don't know if I like the wall in this creation that I just made, because like it is cute and all. Not that I hate it, but maybe a little border around it so that it fits with the rest. Yeah. What can I say? What can I say about this? I'm not really convinced. Can I remove that? No, I don't think so. No. Don't think I can go up with my cursor. No. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Do you like it with the wall around it or not? Because like I cannot decide. But I think this is pretty much where I'm going to leave off. I think we did a pretty good job. Oh, there is one thing I want to see. How does it look when it's actually nighttime? How is everything going to lit up and stuff like that? Oh, that looks so good. Don't know where I want the like this. Oh, that looks so good. Maybe we need more lights a little bit in the front of the door. I mean, I can fix that with these things here. So that people can also see when they're entering the door. Like so. Maybe a second one. Second one or a single one. I don't know. I do not know, but I do really like how it's lit up. I'm just gonna see if I can. I'm not going to place it in the walls though. Maybe one over here, but it's weird. No. Oh, but we can maybe place at the corridors here. Maybe. Man, there's not so much space here, but make a little lantern over there. Although, kind of want to have it on the other side for visuals reasons. There you go. That's cuter. That was the only doors, right? Yeah. So you have to go in here in order to get out here in order to enter that or enter that other building. And if you want to go here in this tower, you have to go in this right wing. Oh, we need a light here as well. If we can do that. What off? We also place it. Oh, already maybe super perfect in here. Like how it's been. But a little lights. A little light so people can see where they can enter. And then I place this randomly, so I have to fix that. It's going to do like this. Like so. So then the entrance is sort of lit up as well. Yeah, I like it. We are 1.5 hours into this video, and I think that's pretty long already for this episode. Good lord, this was fun. I'm still not really sure if I like the wall around it. I am not convinced yet if I want to keep the wall or not. But still, this is how it looks like when we're walking. I want to do like a little bit of a tour. So when you're walking in here, oh, it's a low. Yeah, mind your hat. I can maybe make the gate a little bit higher though. Because it's super small. There you go. Now we can just like walk. Oh, this looks so good. And then that's our castle. That's like the space rocket, space rocket engine thing on top of there. And this is on the entrance of the castle itself. And this is another tower. It really like it's lit up really nicely in the dark. That's really nice. And here we have another entrance, like a back entrance for this place. Maybe a storage or something like that. Oh, I do really like this shot. Really like that. I cannot wait till the full game so I can make building an entire town with like this. All right, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the series with me. So far, this is just like the second part of the demo. Like I said, I will of course do a full episode once the game eventually has released. So that will come out on my YouTube channel. But I wanted to do one more demo video because like I wanted to just show you a little bit more about this game, and also it's so freaking good. It's so cozy. Can I hide the HUD? I don't think so. I don't know. Not sure if I can do that. But nope. This is our little castle. I really hope that you enjoyed this this episode as well. The second video, the second like the second steps of Tiny Glade. It's such a cozy game, and I can really lose myself into this. And even though you have such a small space to build in the demo, I think that also is maybe in like testing out like yeah, okay, we have only this space, what can you do with it, and like be a little bit creative what you can do here and there. When I was starting this creation, I had really no idea what I was going for. And often with me, I just like start doing it and then I'll like go along with it. I am, if I have to be honest about what I created, I'm not really happy with the front gate, or like not the front gate is fine with a tower on top. I think I would, if I would come back eventually to this, which probably I will in the full game, I think I'm going to change the top of the tower a little bit. It really looks like a rocket, a space rocket. I'm already digging it, so I'm probably going to change maybe in the full game that middle tower. I'm not really a big fan of that one, but the rest, I think the rest looks pretty cozy and cute, and it's, yeah, it is a little bit of like different style here and there. So I hope you all enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate if you like and subscribe my content because it really helps my channel. I do a lot more other than Tiny Glade. I will do more Tiny Glade, of course, in the future when the game is fully out. But I'm also make other content like Dreams content, where basically also building stuff, and Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, everything that has something to do with creative stuff. I'm doing also on my channel. So yeah, if you're curious about all that, you know what to do. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to dream, everybody, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.